So you know what? Whenever you discuss about SEO, there is one phrase which completely relates to SEO, that is called crawling, indexing, and ranking. Okay, so the whole SEO depends upon these three things. Okay, Google has to crawl your page and then decide how to get like the Google has to crawl. Google Spider has to crawl, and then they have to index all your pages. Then they have to put it in a given structure so that tomorrow, okay, based on every queries that is being put on Google, they will decide how or where your ad should be ranking, and then how you have to improvise that. So the whole SEO is around these three terms called crawling, indexing, and ranking. Okay, one. Now, so if I have to little bit summarize this point, though you people already have done your basic this one research. So guys, you know what happens over here when we talk about SEO? We basically talk about Google or ranking on Bing. Is that clear?
Yes, Ranjan.
Yeah. So when it comes to SEO, okay, it's purely focusing how well your ads are ranking on Google or Bing. But when it comes to maximum, it will be on Google. Very rarely people go to Bing. There is some percentage of users who still go and do a search on Bing in US, UK, could be Australia, it could be some other countries, but in India, majorly it is Google. One. Okay. So second most important part over here is, okay, so if you want to go ahead with Google SEO, so right now, whatever the SEO we want to learn, it is purely from the focus of Google SEO. We want to do SEO to rank on Google. That's why it's called Google SEO. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Now, how does Google SEO work? So there are two involvement over here. There is Google here, and there is your website. So there are two things. Google should know the website, or website should be website should be known to Google or should be available for Google, something like that. Okay. Yeah. One. Now, so where, let's say the same thing. Let's say last time I said musicpodia.co.in. This is the website what Raj has got, and Raj got a website, and he knows that if he has got a website, then he has to do digital marketing for the website for whatever the objective he wants to achieve. So Raj, what could be the objective when you take your brand online, when you take your website online? What could be the objective?
The objective is visibility, definitely, Ranjan. I want my website to have a staggering, not just a visibility, but a staggering visibility.
Correct. So either it will be visibility or it should be, Niharika, whether it's visibility or?
It could be brand awareness, it could be leads, it could be traffic.
Yeah, that is only visibility.
It could be conversion.
Correct. So visibility is all about brand awareness. Okay, or it could be traffic and everything. So what is the other objective with which a person takes the business online? Could be purely conversions or revenue or profit. Is that clear? Some people look for visits, some people look for visibility, some people say whether I get visibility or not. Even if one person comes, they should be able to purchase the product from my site or should be able to take this action. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is objective. So now Raj is very clear that he got a website, he has to do digital marketing. Now he can go ahead for SEO, PPC, social media marketing, he can go for email marketing, he can go for affiliate marketing, he can go for video marketing. This is what we discussed in the initial class. Now, the question is, today the easiest way of marketing a website is social media, because you go and share your brand on Facebook, Instagram and everything, and you get instant visibility. Okay, but then the question is, this audience is a little bit different. So here it's like it's the people whom you're trying to showcase yourself and not the one they are searching for you. Why the brands are more dependent on SEO or PPC? Because okay, here we are very clear that someone is looking for us and I have to be over there. If I'm not there, then I am definitely going to lose out audience. But in case of social media, people go there to chat, people go there to interact, people go there to do some sort of laziness or something. Okay, they just want to spend some time hanging around and chatting or checking or referring or more of like a friendly environment. But they are not there really looking at that. Oh, Amazon ad should be showing to me over here, and I'm desperately waiting for the no. They don't. They are not on the social media for that objective. But people who go to SEO or PPC, they are going with certain requirements. They're not there to do a sort of relaxation. They are there to find a solution for the problem or for the requirement. And being either of these two platforms is very, very important. But then the question is, PPC, Raj has got money. So let's say Raj will say, I can go pay. But Raj will also say that, no, why should I even invest money when I can get the same traffic by doing SEO? So that's where the decision of a brand owner to decide which one best fits in, which can give instant visibility, which is very appropriate for us to be there. All those things will go on, and somebody will decide that no, boss, PPC is good, but I invest money, so let me not go ahead. And when I know the SEO is there and where I don't have to invest money, but it's time taking. So that's how they will take a call that okay, we have got little time, and right now we can really spend doing time doing SEO to get free visibility and all. And that's the good thing, because if I can achieve anything free of cost and still generate revenue for my brand, what's wrong in that? Okay, so in that way they will go ahead and they will plan for SEO the moment.
Ranjan, many times it is spoken on these lines, but is this the only way, only reason is the only difference rather between SEO and PPC that is just money, or is there more to it?
And, majorly money, one. Okay, majorly it is money, because end of the day we all like to drive, okay, the whole show by having less of investment and all. But that is a major thing why we would all like to go for SEO. Otherwise, people can jump into.
What do you think are the other ones, Ranjan? Because most of the people who've spoken and whom I've spoken to also, we've only discussed based on when it comes to PPC. Obviously, it is instant and it's quick, and then it's a certain amount of money that you got to invest.
Yeah.
By which there's visibility and there's leads for provided for your business. But when it comes to SEO, SEO also provides visibility. SEO also provides leads.
Yeah.
And what is the difference then? Is my question.
The difference are the primary or the major ones are two, three. One is the difference. The major one is free to paid one, and the major difference is the time taking over here, which actually acts a little bit more negative than to being positive compared to paid. And third thing is the most important one, which I can little bit relate over here. So the third point over here, Raj, here is, you know what? Many of the times the regular audience or the general audience, when they come to Google searching for any of the requirement, they always find SEO being more of an authentic ad and clicking on that than compared to PPC, because they always feel.
Can you repeat that, Ranjan? Sorry.
I'm saying when you are showcasing PPC and SEO ads, people always feel the PPC ads are more like push marketing. Push means I don't want that to be clicked, but you are pushing in front of me and saying, please click, please click. But SEO one, they always find that it is more like of an authentic results, and that's where they find more of the confidence and they click on that. And the reason I tell you one more thing, fourth point is, it takes immense hard work to rank organically on the SEO results than compared to PPC, because PPC, let's say Music Podia, without even having a very constructive website, without you saw that one, correct, Raj? Freeze control. Freeze control
Yes.
is pathetic. But end of the day, we are able to show them on the top of the Google. Okay, but then the question is, if you look at the whole content, architecture, design, the feel and everything is very pathetic, but you are still able to showcase your ad and drive the audience to your site. After that, you allow them to take the decision. So the question over here is, PPC, even a very destructive site also, you can showcase or you can show the ads on the top and still drive the audience to their website, but then they will always have a different opinion for it. But SEO, organically, if you really want to be on the top, it has to be a very good job.
Doesn't SEO also enhances the trustworthiness of a website with Google? Google also starts trusting you more
Yes,
if
yes.
you start working on your own website, your content, your.
Yes, because only because you do such a good work, you trust, you put so much of trust, you do the work in such a neat and clean way. The results or the way the ad shows up in SEO are more authentic compared to PPC. So PPC you can still fake around. You can still fake around by showcasing a very good ad copy, but when you go to the website, there's no such content over there. But in SEO, what you try to show the ads, and when they come to the website, also they will feel the same because that's how you are able to be ranked by Google. So SEO needs a very strong hard work.
No, Ranjan, I am still not. Sorry, I'm taking a little time on this one particular thing. My thing is, end of the day, we want business. That's why we're getting on Google platform. Correct.
True, very true.
And therefore, when we take freeze control for that matter, we are happy we're getting it through PPC. So I don't think people really consider authenticity or a determination of a business, whether it's good, it's not good, based on SEO and PPC for that matter. I mean, how can that even be genuine?
So bolton.ac.uk. Have you been to this website?
No.
No. Okay. You bring the audience to PPC. They're not going to do anything after that.
Sorry.
You do PPC.
Okay.
And you get the audience to the website, but still your objective will not be fulfilled because that the way the site has to be structured and it has to be presented is very, very weak. Same thing for freeze control. So we are not bringing any audience to the website. Okay. So because we are not bringing any audience to the website, there are some people, okay, who still call up that number and try to reach out. But it would have been a different scalability of the business if my site also would have been very good, so that not only the calls but also people who will come to the website can genuinely really fill up the form and ask for the services. So there is always a loss that happens if your site is not designed properly, is not constructed properly with the right content and the way it has to be presented and all. So the support has to be there. But some business will run. Like what I'm saying is the business will still the business will still happen, but the level at which or the intensity in which it has to happen, it will not be fulfilled 100% complete. So that's the only thing. Otherwise, for sure, business is happening this way and the other way also. But the only thing is it happening to the max of the capacity or not? That's the whole question over here.
So it can be concluded that SEO and PPC go hand in hand, right?
Yeah, that's right. That is how I projected my proposal.
So you cannot prioritize one. You cannot choose which one of them is the best, but yeah, you need to work on both.
No, you can choose which one is, like, you cannot say which one is the best, but you can always say that this is the one for me to get
which
started.
is working for me.
Correct. So that you for SEO, which is free of cost, you really do not have to wait for 3 months. You can simultaneously start from the day one while PPC got started. Because when you start after 3 months, the delay also happens for another 3 months. So and it's free of cost. You don't have to do anything. So you can start for the day one while you're working on PPC. When your SEO get started. But the other way around, okay, you cannot say that, okay, while we are starting SEO, we can plan to do PPC after 3 months and all. That can also, that can be told. Okay, great. So guys, the most important part over here is, yes, so you have website, you have so many options. Now you can choose one, you can choose multiple. But when you choose SEO for different, for sure, you are going to plan with Google. And you know how Google SEO works? How Google SEO works? I said the same thing, that it works on crawling, indexing, and ranking. So how the whole procedure works? Google has got a spider called Google Bot. So Google has got a spider called Google Bot. You know what's this particular component's job in the market?
Sorry?
So do you know what's the job of this Google Bot? The Google bot job is to
Crawls across the entire World Wide Web.
yes. So crawl or move within this World Wide Web. So this Google bot job is to move within this World Wide Web. So you know what? All this website that is created is present within this World Wide Web, and this spider also crawls within this World Wide Web. Okay, trying to find out. Guys, one second. Yeah. And this Google bot job is to move within this World Wide Web where all the websites are present, and then take those website details, find out all or come across all the website which is present in World Wide Web and give the data back to Google. That's how Google takes those information and saves it in their database. For example, Raj, if you create a website called musicpodia.co.in, your website is automatically added within this World Wide Web. And for Google to really know that there is a new website called musicpodia.co.in, they could really come across the website if their spider is moving within this World Wide Web. While moving, they'll get to know that, oh, there is a website called Musicpodia we have never come across. So what it will do, it will go and it will start crawling your website and then give the information back to Google. That's how now Google is aware there is a website called Musicpodia. And now what they will do is they will actually go through your website content. They will index your pages and everything. They will take instead of all your pages, try to understand your page is around what content, what keyword and everything, and keep the whole thing ready so that tomorrow when anyone searches for, let's say, music, literature or something like that, they know that this is of music literature. Immediately in the Google results, they will make sure that your ad is shown up. Where your ad will be shown up, whether in the first or second or third or fourth, that purely depends upon how good SEO work you have completed for your website. Is that clear, guys?
Yeah.
And then does this spider ignore
No,
PPC, guys?
No. Spider is not doing PPC. Spider is trying to figure out the website. A website can do SEO PPC. Is that the point?
Not really. You see, Google bot is a spider.
No. PPC is different. SEO is different. In PPC, there's nothing called PPC bot. In SEO, there is something called Google bot, whose job is to go and find new website and give the information back to Google. So SEO is a different job. PPC is a different job. So
No, I get that. I get that. Now, in the World Wide Web, you have 1,000 and 1,000 of all kinds of websites, right?
Yeah,
because the platform entry gateway is www for PPC as well as SEO and PPC as well, correct?
No. For PPC, it's not required.
PPC, you don't necessarily need a website.
No. For PPC, you need a website, but crawling, indexing, and all those things is not required.
No, I get that. Therefore, my question, because either ways you have to do www for that's a digital platform, right? That's your digital address, correct?
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying now since this spider is Google bot for SEO, does it ignore the PPC guys?
No. But Spider's job is only for SEO. There's no discussion of PPC here.
So it just goes ahead randomly and checks on every single website available, irrespective.
Yes.
You have
Every
to submit
single
your
website in the
website
world?
to the Google. Yes. Which doesn't matter if you're going. No, nothing. You already explained.
Yeah. So it has nothing to do with PPC.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with PPC. One. Okay. Its job is only purely to support the SEO results to support the SEO results to display the ads of as many websites that is present in the World Wide Web. So it's because Because if they have a strong database, if they have database, they have the overall database of all the websites of the world, and if anytime any request made, they can really fetch the result with relevancy to the user requirement. That is why people are all jumping onto Google, because you know why people come on to Google, they're not going to Bing or Yahoo or any of the other search engine, because most of your requirement when you search in Google, it's very specific, it's very neat and clean, very clear, and very much to the point. But when sometimes you go to Bing, when you search, no, they have still not accumulated so much of information from different sites that they can get the best of the result for you, and that's where people are not very convinced. So they move on to Google all the time, and that's the quality they have maintained very well.
So Ranjan, just pardon me, Ranjan, but Spider is nothing but retrieving the basic information of the type of words keyed in, right?
Spider's basic responsibility is that it has to move in this World Wide Web globe, and whatever sites are there within that, if somewhere Google doesn't know it and it got to know that this site is not known to Google, it has to take that information, give it back to Google. One, that is the first thing. Second job of Spider is that whatever the website it has crawled, whatever the website it has known, on a daily basis also it will go to the website and check if there is any new updates, new content added, new edition and everything.
Page listed.
And give back that information to Google, because until unless Spider is not fetching that information and giving it back to Google, Google will never get to know that there has been a change. For example, let's say, Anand, you went to eMarketEducation.in website today. Is that clear?
Yeah.
On the home page, I have a statement called 100% job. Okay, 100% no placement. Let's say. Okay, so this is what the Spider's called and gave it to Google. And tomorrow, Google is, anytime you search for eMarket Education, this data will be shown to audience. Is that clear?
Got it.
Yeah. But let's say today you have come to the website and you have changed the statement from 100% no placement to 100% no live project. But Google today has not visited your website, so they are still Spider has not visited your website today. Then what happened? Google is still with the old data. So this data will not be shown to the audience until unless Spider doesn't come to your website and cross this content and gives it back to Google. So Spider job is just not about finding new website. Spider job is also about going to every website what Google knows every day and checking the content and seeing that if there is a new change, giving that information back to Google, and Google displaying the latest information to the audience. Is that clear?
Yeah, but how would you know that a particular website has been crawled by the Spider?
Yeah, for that, what you'll do is, let's say you go, that's a very good question. Okay, how does we know whether Spider came to my website and crawled today or not? Let's say you type a query. Let's say digital marketing course in Koramangala. Is it clear? Yeah. So we scroll down. So where is my result here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where am I? I'm nowhere there. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10. I'm not in the top 10 results of SEO. Okay, I'm there on the second page. Is that clear, Anand?
Yeah, got it.
Now let's check it out. When was the last time Google Spider came and visited my website? So can you see these 3 dots? Yeah. You
Okay, got it. Yes.
Yeah. Can you see this cache? Click on this. So when was the last time Google Spider came to my website?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, 28th October.
Okay. So
do you get the data through the extension, Ranjan, or anybody can see it?
that is by default. It's there. No? Google has got that 3 dots by default for anyone.
Okay.
Okay. So last time. So good. So you know what? This is good. Okay, this is good. You know why? Because today also, if I update anything, I know that after some time, Google Spider is going to come and visit my website. So today I update anything, it is immediately updated to Google. That's the good thing about. So, okay. So you see here, now I type Adobe Analytics Training Bangalore. eMarket education ad is here. We are here, correct, Raj? Click on these 3 dots. Click on cache. So when was the last time Google Spider came to this page?
12th October.
12th October. Okay. Now you know what? Google got to know that Ranjan is not doing much of the work, adding of content, many things on this page regularly. So Google Spider also stopped coming.
Oh, so what determines Spider to come is me doing my work every day on the website, is it?
Yes, because you know why? Because every day the Spider comes, and you know why Spider comes every day?
It needs to eat something to go. Okay, got it.
We have to eat. We need to have biryani. Wait. So the point here is, you know what? If Spider comes every day to your site, there's only one reason, and that reason is they know that these guys on a frequent basis are doing some of the other updates and trying to make the content better and trying to actually keep the customer happy. And that's something is important for Google. Okay, one. But if they were, so let's say today you come to me, tomorrow you come to me, day after tomorrow you come to me, and you see that nothing is being done, they got to know that there's nothing being done. So what they will do, Spider also doesn't want to waste its time. Spider will now change its frequency from every day to 7 days. After that, from 7 days, it will make it to 1 month. So you know what will be the problem later? If let's say Spider starts delaying coming to your website on a daily basis to take an update. Let's say you updated something to get a better ranking in SEO, but Spider still hasn't come to your website and Google doesn't know those changes. So what the changes could have really helped to increase your ranking in 1 day, because Spider is no more coming, it would have delayed by another 1 month. Is that clear?
Pardon me, last sentence. Spider delayed by another 1 week because 1 day didn't happen.
If Spider is coming daily, they know that you're updating something, and that update, when it is given back to Google, they check the whole process and they decide Ranjan will be ranking in 5th position or 1st position. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yeah. But once they know that you are no more doing any changes, then they know that you are in the 12th position. And if at all you have done some changes on the site, which could have taken you from 12th to 2nd position, but Google Spider still hasn't come and taken those snapshot of the latest updates, what you have done extensively, which can make your SEO better. So what happened, where you could have ranked in 1 week or 2 days, now because they are not coming and they have not taken that update, you are still in the 12th position, but you could have been on the 2nd position. So that's why it's very important that the Spider should come to your website daily, because then whatever updates you are doing, they will take the snapshot, they'll give it back to Google. Google will do the algorithm changes and say, oh, Ranjan, you're in 12th position. Tomorrow only I'm going to give it 3rd position. But if Spider doesn't come and they delay the whole updates of your site and give it back to Google, your ranking also gets delayed. That is the reason why, guys, you know what is happening? When earlier you will do SEO, okay, when earlier you used to do SEO, the indexing, the crawling and indexing of website used to take 3 to 6 months. 2005 to 2010-12, okay, crawling and indexing, like let's say I'll take a project from Raj, saying, Raj, give your website music Podia. You will say, Ranjan, what are you going to deliver for me? I'll say I am going to deliver ranking and traffic for you. Then you'll ask me in how many months? I'll say 12 months. Why 12 months? Because for Google to know your website only will take 6 months. After that only they will start seeing how you have done and everything, and it will take another 6 months of exercise. Is that clear? Is it clear?
God.
But today, the same indexing Like today, if you create a website, today because of advancement and everything, the same indexing happens in 1 minute. So 6 months challenges got over.
1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So what happened today? The same duration or the timeline what you used to give for 12 months. Now you say I can deliver you results in 3 months to 6 months. Done. Anand, is it clear, Anand?
Yeah, Ranjan.
Are you sure?
Yes, Ranjan.
Okay. So 3 months to 6 months. So today no one says, oh, I will take 12 months for delivering SEO results. Now it has to be, the performance should start from 3 months itself, not 6 months, 9 months or 1 year. Okay. But earlier it used to be 9 months to 1 year because the indexation or the Google knowing about you, fetching your data, doing those algorithm calculation, then deciding where you'll rank, then you get the ranking, then you'll struggle, then to come to the first page, you need certain time period and everything. It takes a easy 9 months to 12 months exercise. Niharika, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, done. So done with this whole basic. This is what you people should know, how SEO works. Okay, done. So once this is done, then guys, very important thing is we know that any website comes to us. So let's say we take an example of what is that? Okay. So let's say I give you this website, or I give you this website eMarketagency.in, and I say you have to do SEO. Okay, so let's say I give you people the website of eMarketing and say ask you to do SEO. Then I have to say what is my expectation for SEO. I'll say, okay, in 3 months, I want this 5 to 10 keywords rank in 1 to 5 position of Google. This is one of my objective. Why do people do SEO for this website? One. And the second one is I want daily 100 clicks coming from SEO by end of 3rd month. Is that clear? So this is the objective. These are the 2 core objectives around which you will work. And then the 3rd one, you will say, okay, I do not have any backlinks. I want, okay, I will say that at least the domain authority should be touching 20, because domain authority score is between 1 to 100. And I am right now, okay, 1 second. Domain authority checker. Yeah. So what is the domain authority of eMarket agency?
8.
8. Okay, guys, 8. Out of how much? 100.
100.
So you know what?
Ranjan, what do you mean by domain authority ranking? Is it?
Yeah, domain authority is how powerful is your website around your industry in the SEO world. Okay. So if you have domain authority of 20,
In a scale of 1 to 100, within 1 to 100, where do we rank is what it is, right? So we are ranking 20.
we rank in 8, and a decent authority ranking should be 20, because 20 stands something as a little bit of powerful site. 8 means you still haven't done some extensive SEO work, so your site is still weaker from the point of SEO. Okay, so
I didn't understand. Could you repeat that?
I'm saying domain authority signifies, okay, how strong your website is in the competition of SEO. Having minimal domain authority score of 20 is what you should be having for your website. then it is at a standard level of SEO work and performance. 8 is very, very low. And if you go from 8 to 20, it will be taking you easily 6 months timeline. To take your score from 8 to 20, you need to do a strong on-page work, on-page optimization. You need to do a strong link building optimization or off-page optimization. These two things, you have to do it for extensive for next 6 months to bring your website from 8 to 20. And the moment you bring your website from 8 to 20, if you are getting every day 25 clicks, you can expect now every day 150 clicks, free of cost, free of best relevant customers to your website. So who doesn't need this? Okay, so that is the thing over here. So let's say the client says, this is what is my requirement. Once this requirement is given to you, then let's say Anand, who has been given this SEO project, he got this requirement from the client. He knows the SEO. He understands, okay, he has worked on SEO. So now what he'll do is, he will also have certain questions to the client, to the SEO client. He got this requirement clear, but he will have few other questions from his and he'll say, who are your main competitors? Which location audience you want to target for your Google SEO? Okay, second, any specific keywords that you want to share that I should be able to rank in top 5 position of Google in next few months. You need to ask this detail. Then can you share your business strength so that I would use the same statement. I would use the same statement in the ad SEO in the SEO ad copy and try to increase clicks and bring customer to the website. Is that clear, guys? So this is the discussion which you will do with the clients. Is that clear, Anand?
Yes.
Okay, once you have done this, you are very clear. Now you will start with SEO work. Okay, so planning and process planning. Okay, so process planning. So what is the first thing you will do, Anand? First, you will create a SEO report to track your daily performance activity. This is the first thing you will create it. Is that clear, Anand?
Yes, Sanjay.
First, you will do this. Second, you will do a SEO audit. Okay, SEO audit. Yeah. So you'll do a SEO audit. You'll do these 3 things. Okay. Raj, did you go through the notes? No. Okay, so you people will do this website analysis, website auditing, and content analysis. So what is that website audit will do? Whether the site is HTTPS, whether the page speed is good, whether the site is mobile responsive, on the mobile phone it comes properly, whether there is no broken links, like all the pages are working fine, then you have proper navigational structure, there is no duplicate content, all icons are working fine, everything is working fine. These all things you will do it so that you are good to start with your SEO work. Is that clear? So first is creating the report. 1, 2. Okay, then you will do SEO So you'll do website analysis and auditing and everything. Okay, so this is the steps what you will follow, and then let's say I'll have it. So once you have done all this audit, website analysis, content analysis, and everything, then immediately you will jump into the real SEO work. And in the last class, I discussed that in SEO, the first work is I have to finish up this job objective. Okay. So first thing is you will try to take care of your website indexation. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear?
Indexation,
Yes,
as in we have to make sure that our website is submitted to Google.
Yeah, your website is submitted to Google. Google recognizes all the pages of your website and everything. So how do you do this process? So there is something called, first is to know how many pages of your website is indexed by Google. Okay, you have to check site : www.emarketagency.in. Is that clear, guys? Last class I told you how to check the how many pages of your website is indexed by Google. This is the formula, correct? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Great. One. After that, also to make sure that if some pages have not been indexed, if somewhere Google is not coming to your website regularly to index your pages and everything, what is that exercise we can do? Second is immediately link your or integrate your website with Google Webmaster Tool. Okay, immediately integrate your website with Google Webmaster Tool. So every website should be linked with, every website should be linked with Webmaster Tool. So you know what is the advantage of you linking your website with Webmaster Tool? So Raj, I have told you people in the PPC class also, for any website, there are two things very important. Okay, if you see here, okay, I have told you people very clearly that for any website, it is very important that you people have to okay. Okay, I'll put it over here. So immediately link your website with Google Webmaster Tool and Google Analytics Tool. So you know what happens? Let's say, Raj, you have a website today, okay? Let's say you created a website today, musicpodia.co.in. Now, what is that you're expecting? You're expecting that Google should come and know your website, correct or not?
Correct.
But let's say the spider is still taking some time to know your website. Let's say spider is busy crawling many other websites, but the spider hasn't come across your website. So how do you check?
Peter is busy with somebody else.
Yes, correct. Okay. So now let's say how to check whether Google knows about your website or not. Go to Google and type site : and the website address. So can you see when I do this one, none of your pages result shows up here. Is that clear? So it means that Google still doesn't know or recognizes your new website. But if you do the same thing for eMarket education, Can you see? All the pages has been indexed by Google. That's why they are able to show the results here. Is that clear? Guys, is it clear? Yeah. So there are so many pages which Google has already come, indexed, and given the source back to Google. So they know all the sites, all the pages. But so if Google is delaying, let's say you have a new website and you are not seeing your website results here, and now you want to immediately be in front of Google. So there are two ways. Either Google should know you or you should let Google know about you. Correct or not? Yeah. So how can you let Google know that I am a new website? Come and fetch my results. For that, immediately integrate your website with
Google
Webmaster.
Google Analytics and Webmaster too. So every website that you take it online, immediately after the website is up and running, you are creating a new website, correct, Raj? So immediately after you've created a new website, you have to make sure that your website is linked with Google Analytics too. Is that clear?
Yes, Ranjan.
So once your website is linked with Google Webmaster, Google Analytics tool, automatically within 1-2 days, your website will be known to Google. Is that clear?
In that search,
Yes.
we can also know how many pages have been indexed, right?
Yeah, but
Last time.
you have this formula, no?
No, yeah. Where is that result shown? Actually, last time, yeah, we were seeing, but I could not find today when you were putting a search in Google. Yeah, 566. Okay.
Okay, second. Third thing is, you did this one, but let's say Google got to know that your website is existing. Google spider came and crawled your website pages. Okay, and let's say you have got 20 pages and they were able to find only 10 pages. What does it mean? Still the remaining 10 pages is not known to Google. Is that clear?
Yes.
Those 10 pages are not known to Google. What is the problem, guys?
It could be new pages that you have added to your website and still not submitted to Google.
If 10 pages are not known to Google, what is the problem? It will not show up in the Google results.
Okay.
Whatever pages Google knows, only those pages results ad copies will be shown to Google, to the audience. Whichever pages they have still not yet discovered, whatever the keywords ranking for those pages, your page will not show up. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yeah. So what is the way that I can make sure that all my 20 pages of my website are known to Google? For that, every website, when you create, you have to ask your developer to have a sitemap.xml page also. So you can see here, if you come to eMarket Education / website address is eMarket Education / sitemap.xml. In sitemap.xml, you know what? One second.
But it could be out of your own will, right? That we do not want certain pages to be indexed by Google. It could be for some XYZ reason. That is also possible, right?
No, that is possible. But the question is, we want all the pages to be indexed by Google.
Yeah.
If it is not, that's a difference. Then there's a different clause for that. Okay. So let's say I go to dealzo.com / sitemap.xml. Can you see all the pages of my website is already that information is added in this page? Can you see that? Can you see, guys? All the pages information is added here. Anand, Raj, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, Ranjan.
Yeah. So Google, so do you really want Google to come to your website and struggle going here, there, here, and to find out all the pages? Or it's easy for Google to just come to this page and take an update of all the pages of your website, which is easy?
The later one. The latter.
The later one, yeah. So you know what? Most of the time, when a spider comes to a website, they don't prefer going manually through all the pages, navigating and all those things. They don't want. Easily, they will search for sitemap.xml page, and they will they will crawl all the links mentioned in the given page and visit the pages one by one. Is that clear, guys? That way, easily they will find all the pages. Then you coming, struggling, and all those things. So, for example, Raj, when you go to mall, let's say you have come to Forum Mall for the first time. Okay. Yeah. So you are looking for the Nike showroom, and you do not know in which floor you are. Is it good for you to go through all the floors searching for Nike, or is there any other alternative?
Yeah, there's a help desk. I go and check with them.
There is a help desk, or there is a
There could be a map in the bottom, at the bottom.
yes, at the base, not at the ground level, there is a map.
Yes.
It will tell every floor which stores are there. Correct. And we all look at that map, that forum map, or whatever the thing is, the store map, and we get to know that, oh, on the second floor on this side is the Nike. So same way, Google Spider also don't prefer going through every, like going from here, that, and everything. Easily, they will look for one page called sitemap. In the sitemap, all the pages of your website is mentioned. They will go there, they will check all the links, and all the links they will start visiting, and even in that way, all your pages are also not known to Google. That is the easiest way. So if you want to, so first of all, the first challenge is, if you want your website to be known to Google, okay, instantly, link Google Analytics and Webmaster. Okay, one. Second thing, if you want all the pages of your website to be known, and then tomorrow ranking in Google SEO results, then have a sitemap.xml page on your website. Is that clear? Yeah, these two things, if you take care, then you don't have to worry about. So guys, when it comes to indexation, two things. One is, every website, whether it's from the point of SEO or PPC or social media, anything, your website should be linked with Google Analytics and Webmaster. One, and that is a good way that Google also notices you. One. Second thing is, if every pages of a website should be known to Google, and you should not be giving a tough job to Spider to find all your pages. The easy way is that every website should have a sitemap.xml page, and sitemap.xml page basically consists of all the information of your website, and that is also an easy way where Spider, generally a Spider, when it comes to a website, they don't struggle to find all pages. They directly go and look for the sitemap.xml page, and whatever the details is there in the sitemap.xml page, they will index that, and through that only they'll get to know all the pages of your website. Is that clear? Yeah, that is.
So Ranjan, that means if in case we are adding a new page to our website, again we have to make sure that particular page gets listed to sitemap.xml.
Yeah, automatically in the sitemap.xml, that particular page gets listed. Yes.
Oh, so we do not have to do it manually; it gets automatically listed. Okay.
And the third one is, okay, it's just not letting Google know that you are a website, you are a new website, and letting know all your pages. There are so many websites where your business website should be listed. So, for example, see guys, it is not only Google where you want to rank. You want to rank in Bing. There are so many other sites which you don't know that there also your information might be needed. So for that reason, there is one more action also which you have to do on a regular basis: pinging your website. So pinging your website is also a step by which you indicate many of the websites online that I am now existing with my new website. Come and check it. So how to do pinging a website is, okay, there's a website, there's a URL called pingmyurl.com.
Why do we have to do this ping my URL so that?
So that you are just updating everyone. Okay, I'll tell you it.
It's an additional step.
Yeah, for
land to list. Okay.
Yeah, letting your website known to not only to Google, to many other search engines, online directories, and everything. So this is the site, guys. So here also you have to ping your website. So you can take your website here, www.emarketeducation.in, and you can say submit now. So you know what? Your website, so guys, your website, you want to be listed on directory sites like Suleika, Just Died and everything. Don't you want to, it's not only on Google, there are so many search engines. There are n number of search engines, though we only know Google and all, but your website also ranks on many search engines. For example, you see here, DuckDuckGo.com. This is also the 4th top search engine in the world. Now you go here and search for best digital marketing course in Bangalore. So this is the search engine of DuckDuckGo. So Simplilearn is ranking first, Digi2Mat, okay, Web Marketing Academy, IIDE, Besen, Digital Market, Saurabh Jain, and Digital Course, search engine, AdMe, and this one eMarket Education ranking here. So how is this ranking here? If these guys don't know about me, how is the ranking here? So the question is, by doing this type of actions, okay, submit now. So can you see here now, guys? They are pushing your website information to so many sites, and these people will start listing your website details, and that's a good way of you also getting more of branding. Is that clear? Yeah. So these 3 things you have to do, and your job of indexation is done. The first objective of achieving, okay, letting your website known to and your pages known to Google and to everyone else is done. Now, the second objective will be, okay, how do we work on improving keyword ranking and traffic? And this is an extensive one. This is an extensive. This is where maximum time will be spent. 2 weeks time will be spent on this. Is that clear?
2 weeks time as in? Who's 2 weeks time?
Learn these 2 subjects.
Okay. I'll learn these 2. Okay. But we have to learn Google Webmaster also, right?
That is later. Google Webmaster is the last. You don't learn it. Learn it at the last after you have done all those things. This is a tool to capture data and analyze it.
Okay.